We're going to try a new team today that uses some similar mons. I'll show you guys the team we're going to be messing with today. It's going to be right here, which you guys can barely see. It's going to be a Garchomp here. Garchomp with Yache Berry. I think Yache Garchomp's definitely something worth testing. Sash Gengar, very similar. And a, what is it? A Calm Mind Protect Suicune. I like this order more. And I think this is good versus, like, other dragons. And, let's see how we go. Let's play till we lose, right? Maybe a little bit more after that. I haven't really used a ton of Suicune, in this game. But, like, we got the Suicune plush right there. So we got to do our best. Suicune's one of my favorite Pokemon. Spellman, how's it going? So we're going to try this set. No Rest Talk. I think Rest Talk's a little bit too RNG based for the Battle Tower. This team might not be aggressive enough. And I feel like I might have some problem closing out games. But that being said, I think it should still be a lot of fun. Alright, let's see it. Survey says... What's this guy? Fisher Turner. Fisher Price out here. Gotta find him. And he led off with what? Quag? Oh my gosh, the Quag lad. Not like this. Not Quaglag. Oh man. Alright, Fisher Turner. Okay, if we show the showdown here. Right there. Oh my gosh. Unaware Quag with counter and Ice Beam, dude! No way. Are we like perfectly hard countered right now? I would say pretty much. Okay, let's think about this. Counter Focus Punch Yawn Ice Beam. That means that Gengar is a decent mon to bring in here. And it's sashed, bro. That is crazy. And it's full HP attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some calcs here. And it has Unaware, right? Yeah, so we can't just Swords Dance in front of it. Wow. Let's see. Let's go into the damage calculator. And time to plug in some of these. Let's make that a little bit bigger for everyone. All right. All right, so standard OU Chomp versus Quag. And the Quag set was attack HP. So realistically like 252 here. And set it to level 50. So the most we do here is Earthquake does 49. And this is Outrage. I think the right play is technically Earthquake then. Earthquake should be a decent play, and if they wanted to counter, we would die, and then we would have to send out Gengar, and Gengar will be able to finish off, and then what would they do? They send out Rapidash, Gengar beats Rapidash, and then Gengar would be able to beat the Suicune probably. Do you get to see how to play video? I watched a little bit of it. I watched just a little bit of it. I'm just going to go for the EQ here. Yeah. Let's see if this is the low roll. Low roll's 49%. So that's 51. Still technically a roll. Ice Beam. We got that Yache Berry, though. The Yache. Ain't doing nothing out here. Alright, so let's think about what we need to do in this exact situation. Counter Focus Punch Yawn Ice Beam. If we technically low roll, we should still get it because the low roll, remember, it's 49%. There is a 95.7% chance to get the KO here. And I think that did about 51. So, like, we shouldn't even be able to low roll this. I don't want to Outrage. Let's think about this, though. The Suicune has Ice Beam and Blizzard. So, like, yeah, I'll just Outrage. It's fine. Outrage secures the KO. Let's go. Yep. So, if they send out Rapidash, like, it's okay. Rapidash would outsped anyways, and Rapidash would get, Suicune's what I figured, and I would just click Outrage for Suicune anyways, so it's good. So, we're going to be able to do some decent damage here. Outrage once again. Big damage. Big damage. Holy moly. Critical hit Outrage. That's awesome. And they should just be able to KO me, right? Blizzard can miss, though. Oh my gosh. Should we take these? There's nothing really wrong with swapping in Gengar here. We could even technically swap in our Suicune and just win. Like, you actually can't do anything if I swap in my Suicune. It's just a safer play. Suicune just a safer swap. Let's go for the safe swaps. Cool. Yeah, you can Blizzard till the cows come home. I got Scald, buddy. And the lefties. Yeah, we're good. This is going to take a little bit, but, like, this is the safest way to do it. I didn't want to swap in Gengar and get it frozen, right? Always lucky. Yo, first time. First time, actually. First time lucky, by the way. Doing my absolute best out here. So we're going to go for a couple Calm Minds here, and then we're just going to start scalding. Their Suicune is Icy Rock with, like, no... Oh, they're trying to burn me, bro. Hey, go nuts. We got lefties to counteract that. You can't freeze me if you burn me, either. Alright. Man, it's so not fair, man. They have Pressure Suicune in a game when, like, Pressure Suicune wasn't even out yet when the Battle Tower came out. Remember, you could only get the hidden abilities from that park. Ice Terra Suicune? Nah, not in this game. Another Scald? Dude, they're going for those burns. As long as we can do, like, some damage to this Suicune, we're good to go. We have enough damage to OHKO the Rapidash now. And we should be good. Should be good. It's time to start Scalderinoing. Scarlet and Violet? I know, right? Should be a 2-shot, right? Any burns? Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. They also gave Zapdos Heat Wave. I know, right? It's not even able to have it in this game. Suicune's such a good design. It's one of my absolute favorites. Absolute favorites. Alright, Focus Band's going to break on that. So they're going to activate Focus Band on the Rapidash, and then, like, the Hail's going to take them out, dude. The absolute value. And our Suicune actually has 4 points in speed, so we outspeed the Suicunes that the Battle Tower has. So, value. I think we have 4 points. We're supposed to. Yeah. So they're donezo. And then the Rapidash can come in. They have Flare Blitz, Mega Horn. They do have Horn Drill, right? And that's one of the reasons why it was nice to save that Gengar. Because they can go Horn Drill, Horn Drill, Horn Drill till the cows come home. But, like, don't Horn Drill me. I need my Ghost Terra. God, they're going to click Horn Drill, aren't they? They're going to click Horn Drill. We know this. Whoa, dude, the Horn Drill, though. Dude, they clicked it, man. Dude, not like this. Holy Horn Drill. Alright, we'll take those wins, though. We're going up to 22 wins. Man, that was hard. Alright, only has one team that could have Skarmory in it. It's this one. So that's going to be a Aka Berry Skarmory with Drill Peck, Metal Sound, Double Team Sand Attack. Dude, that is literally cursed. I mean, Gengar is just a good Mon here. Just a really, really good Mon. But we want to bring in Suicune first, I would say, because, like, we don't really care that much about what Skarmory does, because we're eventually just going to burn it, right? It has attack and speed investment. These are all speedy boys. Skarmory ain't gonna... I mean, Skarmory versus Garchomp, maybe we can just win with just... I mean, we could put up the sub and just go Swords Dance, and I don't think they'd be able to realistically break it. I don't think... Metal Sound might go through sub. I don't actually know. I'll try this. I know you can't Sand Attack me, bro. Pikachu and Raiden with the party one. Appreciate it. Let's see what happens here. I wonder how much damage Outrage even does. It does go through sub. I didn't know. I didn't know this. VGC is awful. I feel it. I feel it. 100k. Oh, man. That's crazy. Alright, so Metal Sound. That drops my defense, right? So this means this Drill Peck's going to hit hard. And then, yo, Donnie's raiding me with the party 34. Oh, my gosh. Can we give a shout-out to Donnie? Oh, my gosh. We used one of his teams today on YouTube. Our sub's going to drop. All right, so let's go. Yeah, we got the shout-out for Donnie, guys. Go check out Donnie. Obviously, he's super, super amazing. I'll have links to all his content in today's YouTube video as well, where we showed off the team I built with him in a one-on-one max-tier coaching session. Such a cool team. I wonder how much damage we do here. Right now, we're doing the Battle Tower. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's up right now on YouTube. Super cool video. I won, like, every game. We're doing the Battle Tower runs, trying to get the world record. We're still at the very beginning of the run, basically. Let's check out what the +2 Outrage does. Into, like, a Skarmory. It's just attack and speed. So, like, just a regular Skarm here. Yo, thank you. Thank you, though, for the raid. Hopefully you had a good stream. I saw you were streaming just a little bit earlier. I saw it, but I appreciate the raid. And Outrage does, it's a 2-shot. I wonder what +6 looks like though. Bro, it's a 1-shot. Dude, that's savage. How much damage does a 252 drill peck do? Against me at -2 defense though. That's too much. Alright, we're just gonna click the button. It's a 2-shot. Pokemon Guitar Skateboards, I think I'll hang out here. Yeah, dude, it's a cool spot. Thank you. How far are we from the world record? We are really, really far. But, oh god, they're double teaming now. It's going to be even harder. We're really far, but I feel like we're taking each game with the right tempo to actually get there eventually. Outrage, we get the second hit. This should get the KO, right? Nice. Even on the low roll, I think the low roll is like 55% on the +2 calc, which is right here. So 55% was our low roll right there, so we're always going to get that. And they're going to send the Articuno. We still have one more turn before confusion happens. And note that they went for double team on that Skarmory instead of Sand Attack. So this is going to hit. Should probably 1-shot, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good. But thank you guys for stopping by the stream. Obviously, if you're friends with Donnie's a good friend of mine too. So I appreciate the raid. And let's see, we're confused here, but we have like Gengar with a Sash, so we should still be fine. We're just going to force him to hit us. Outrage up. Garchomp, come on. I've never even heard of confusion. What's that? I lied. Big damage. Do we get that defense drop too? That sucks. Double Edge will kill us here, but then they're going to take Recoil plus a Rough Skin Tick, and then we're just going to be able to send out Gengar and go for the Thunderbolt KO. It's an HP Speed Adamant Staraptor. What a weird set. What a weird set. Alright, here we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. T-Bolt. I was thinking about taking T-Bolt off this set, but I like it. Do they all have a legendary? They don't all have a legendary, but a lot of them do when you get like in the higher win rates. Alright, win streak 23. I realistically am trying to get... This is my first run as well. This is my very first run. So every single win I have, they go into like territory I've not planned out. I'm trying to get to like 50 wins before I take an L. Actually, no, wait, this is my second run. This is the second run. We did one run last week. We do about one of these a week. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun messing around with some other stuff. So each one of these trainers has like 4 different teams they could have. Right? So this guy could have this X-Cloud team. He could have this Vileplume team. He could have this Umbreon team, or he could have this T-Tar team. And so because we see the Vileplume, we know that he has to have this one. And so Toxic Grass Knot double team attract. And they can attract us. Oh man. Which game is this? This is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. What we're going to do is we're just going to go for that big sub up. Welcome to the sub club. And we're going to force them to go for Grass Knot. If they want to go for a Toxic here, we basically just win the game. Ooh. Oh my gosh, not like this. Not like this. Attract right through the sub. Yo, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Hey, we're still going to try and play it out. Gotta go to SD, baby. This is a full HP defense set, too. Can we get this? SD through the love. Cool, cool. Oh, shoot. I didn't even notice that someone else followed. There's the double team, dude. Not like... This is actually going to be really hard to deal with. But thank you for the follows. All right, so let's actually run some calcs. HP defense, bold, Vileplume. Set this to 50. So the reason why we do these sort of things as well is to show people the importance of like running calcs and how you guys can learn more about like doing this stuff in your own games. So the +2, we actually don't even KO that off the +2 unless it's a 48.3% chance to OHKO with Outrage. It means we actually just need to go for another SD. Another one. The power of love. Oh my gosh, not like this. These Grass Knots shouldn't be doing that much. It's neutral? I don't even know if they'll break the sub, though. This is going to be hard. Alright, I'm actually just going to click the Outrage. Like, it's getting out of control here. We have a 43.8% shot to get a KO. Come on! Grass Knot makes contact! We just got it. It's going to get the KO. Because if you Grass Knot me, bro... Okay, we just got the high roll. Because Grass Knot is one of the few special moves in the game that does make contact and would activate on my Rough Skin. So, value. You got Regice coming in here. It's full HP defense. They're going to go for an Ice Beam, and we have the Yachi Berry. We also hit them through a double team. Like, how crazy that was. So, we don't get the KO there. Ice Beam. As long as you don't freeze me, we're good to go. We're good to go. Don't freeze me, bro. Don't do it! Yachi Berry! And another one. Let's go. Now, we have to watch out for this Quick Claw on this Hariyama. We do gotta watch out for it. It's thick fat as well, not like guts. So I don't have to worry about burning it with Suicune, but we definitely want to send Gengar out instead. So I think we actually just stay in with Garchomp here. No Quick Claw? Survey says Garchomp! Bruh. Unlucky. Red Panda raiding with the party at 8. Dude, are they gonna belly drum in my face, bro? Oh, dude, not like that. That would have been funny. All right, so I think you definitely go Gengar here. Thank you for the raid. 2 raids in one day. Actually, 3 raids. Pika Trainer raided, Donnie raided, and Red Panda with the biggest raid the world's ever seen. Raid Shadow Legends out here. Sludge bombing it up here. No Quick Claw. They have Earthquake and Stone Edge. And we get the poison. That's so, so nice for us. It's absolute value. So they can get the Quick Claw here. They can get the Quick Claw. And no one's saying they can't get that Quick Claw. But you got the Curse Body. So they're going to have to hit a Stone Edge off this. Realistically, I think the right play is to just Sludge Bomb again. If they Quick Claw, they Quick Claw, but we should be fine. Destiny Bond is not going to matter. So we'll just go for another Sludge Bomb. And no Quick Claw got the win. Yo, thank you for the raid, though. Appreciate it. Happy Saturday. Thank you. And we'll increase the wins to 24. And I'm still learning how to play this variant of the team. Every single time I do a different stream for this little run, I use a different team. So the last time we used Gengar Garchomp with different sets, with a Latios, a Life Orb Latios. And this time we're using a much more defensive Suicune in that slot. And we opted to go with like a more well-rounded Garchomp in the front. And I've liked the Garchomp so far. It's been very nice. So thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate it. I didn't think I'd get anyone watching because like I realistically think that most people are just going to be watching like the IC content. And I didn't get to play in that. So we're doing this. Can you explain why I'm here? Yo, to give me these wins though. Let's go. Here we go. Cyclist Rhine. All right. Oh, jogger. Right, he's a jogger. All right, so you can have super legendary team, dude. I'm lucky we didn't fight that one, right? Whew. Feraligatr. All right, there's only one Feraligatr team, so their team has to be this. Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Fang, Dragon Dance. Adamant. So all of his moves make contact other than the Earthquake, which means we're going to get a Rough Skin proc on top of this. Let's actually... So I'm also a big fan of like thinking anytime your opponent wants to set up speed control, you got to think of like what's it's going to cost them, right? They're Adamant, which means we're going to outspeed them normally. I wonder how much damage an Outrage just does into that. Like a neutral Outrage does. Because I also kind of want to set up a sub. But let's see. For Alligator. So Outrage is a 2-shot. If we get the +2, do we KO with Earthquake? We do. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance because if you go Dragon Dance into an Ice Fang, a +1 252 Adamant Ice Fang, and I'm going to make sure you're right. Ability Strong Jaw, right? Torrent, one mouth. That into my Garchomp, because our Yachi Berry, you see, it's going to do half that. Right? Our item is a Yachi. And so they won't even get the KO. So I'm going to go for the SD. Right in your face, bro. If you want to Ice Fang me this turn, as long as you don't freeze me, I just win. I just win. Ice Fang. Yach these berry. This is the higher tiers, yeah. Alright, Yachi Berry, and then we just win. The lowest amount that we can do is 106.8. They only have 4 HP investment, yeah, so we can still get the KO. And they already took Rough Skin Chip, so we get that, and then we KO the last 2. We might have to Outrage versus the Credilli, but we'll see. And they also have Mirko, Energy Ball, Stone Edge, Ingram. We could think about maybe even setting up a sub versus that if we wanted to. Magmortar. We just Oko Magmortar. Yep. Let's go. And then we'll just go for, we'll go for Outrage. Big Outrage. But yeah, BDSP is fun. I think games like this, like like it shows the fun things you can do in single player that will make you a better like VGC player, or even like just a better like competitive player overall. Shows the importance of doing these calcs. Like we don't get the KO there, but there's nothing they can really do. They have the Citrus, and they can Ingrain and or Mirko Energy Ball. I don't think Energy Ball KOs Garchomp from here. And even if it were, we would just send out Gengar. Let's see if they got it. Crit. They don't do anything, bro. Dude, Garchomp does not even care. It cares not for the non-believers. 25 wins. And we'll take those. We will be taking those wins all the way to the bank. All these teams that we're fighting against are like EV trained teams with like competitive movesets, competitive items. And we take those. Yeah, Garchomp busted. It's kind of like showing you guys how to open team sheet. Heatran, all right, this is the person that could have 2 different Heatran sets, right? They could have the Moltres Heatran, which is like a pain in the ass because it's full HP defense. And no matter how many subs up you get, it's hard. Note they also have Dragon Pulse instead of like an Ice attack, so it makes it just really hard to fight. But whatever move they walk into, they're locked as their Choice Scarfed. And then the other one could have Zapdos. So what we're going to actually do, I think the right play would be to like low-key pivot into Suicune. As weird as that sounds. Because like they're going to be Dragon Pulsing, right? I don't want to just eat that on my Garchomp. Actually, should we just calc it? Let's see how much damage Dragon Pulse does. It's going to be modest 252 special attack. Because I don't want to get crit. I'm playing around the crit right now, guys. It's a lot. Protect? We can't protect. There's no protect here. Protect? Why do you think? Where do you think I get that? Protect? Protect what? Singles. You should swap into Suicune. Yeah. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're going to see what they walk into. Dragon Pulse. Awesome. So this shouldn't be doing that much to our Suicune. Maybe like 20-30% tops. Yeah. No crit. So we would have lived that on Garchomp. I just didn't want to take that damage because Garchomp's what we swapped to check the breloom, I think. Alright, so we could go Scald or Calm Mind here. I'm going to go for a Scald just to be able to catch something if like that Zapdos if they swap in, I think. Do I want to? Do I care? I don't think I care. I'll just Calm Mind. Because you swap in the Zapdos, you swap in Zapdos. Like, we get the Calm Mind off, then we just Weave and Protects every other turn and we're good to go. Yeah. The one Calm Mind's super valuable. We could have weaved in one Protect there, but I didn't know if they were going to swap. I don't know if how the AI is coded with swapping either. So this is fine. And note that we don't have Rest. We just have Protect. So, like, we got to play the long game. But I think saving our Garchomp to deal with these guys in the back is going to be very, very nice. Because Garchomp kind of messes up the Zapdos a lot. And Garchomp's amazing versus Breloom. It's like so cracked. Because they go Mach Punch, break their Sash. And then we sub. And then they have to Mach Punch again or do something else again. And we can just break their Sash. Like finish them off right there. Let's run some calcs. Alright, so full speed. Let's go Suicune here. Crocoon. 50, and realistically our Scald at +1. It doesn't KO yet. At +2, does it KO? It almost KOs, which means like realistically we could just use 2 Scalds because we don't need a ton of like bulk. We don't need to take this much damage, and we're gonna have to use 2 Scalds anyways, is what I'm looking at here. We're gonna lose Suicune to whatever they send out anyways. I don't need to go +6 here because it gets checked really, really hard by the Zapdos or the Breloom anyways. Yep, so that was actually a really high roll. So that means if we would have went for the Calm Mind and then one of those next turn, it would have been fine, but we're just going to weave in our Protect. I need to PP max these Protects, I think, on this weekend. I forgot about doing that as well. EDSP no way, that's what we're doing. Best game. Alright, so this Scald definitely KOs here. I wonder, I don't actually know, maybe someone can correct me. Does the AI actually run out of PP? Because right now they've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dragon Pulses. And, like, I don't know if, like, we would want them to actually struggle. Not that we could. This would be number 6. They'd only have 4 more. Like, imagine we just set up, like, 4 Calm Minds to this or something. So we finish off the Heatran. I think it's fine, because they're either going to have Zapdos, which, like, we would just switch back to Garchomp to block this, right? Or they're going to have Moltres, right? Which, we're fine versus Moltres. Moltres and feraligatr, like, we don't care about either of those. I'm assuming they have the Moltres breloom set. Alright, Zapdos. That's what I meant. Sorry, Zapdos breloom. So, in this situation, I think it's fine to just go into... Actually, realistically, we're going to stand and go for an Ice Beam. Or should we just go for 1 Protect? There's nothing wrong with 1 Protect and then Ice Beam. And then we just lose our Suicune, and then we go into Garchomp. Because, like, we don't need Suicune for anything at all. Discharge, okay? Okay. We might be able to get 2 of these off, because this Zapdos is 252, like, HP defense. I only have 1 Calm Mind up, actually, so this is fine. Discharge, please no para, please no crit. Oh my gosh, we thick. Oh, the para! Dude, we just want our attack, please. Alright, sick. Alright, and so in this exact situation, we got a crit. Can we get a freeze? Nah. There's nothing wrong with foddering the Suicune here and just trying to stay in case they want to roost. Right? Because if we swap to Garchomp and then roost, that sucks. We just want to go for a Scald to punish a roost. Discharge, absolutely fine. So we just get a free switch into Gengar, and Gengar basically wins the game. Or we can go into Garchomp here and just pop a sub. No, I'm fine going into Garchomp and just clicking Outrage. We can get Staticked, which would also be good because it means they couldn't Spore us with the Breloom. Awesome. Outrageous. Yes! That's good! That's good! That's, like, literally good for us. Like, we'll actually take those RNG, using the Battle Tower Supreme RNG against it. That's what we like to see. Knock Punch. Yo, break that sash, buddy! Break that sash. Rough Skin activates. And... delete! Delete! Yeah, Gengar, Suicune, Garchomp. Yep. And we'll take that win streak up to 26. Nice. Nice. Here. So Staraptor lead. It's going to be Reckless. And they can have one of 2 different Staraptor leads. These are the guys that just have Final Gambit and U-Turn. Oh, we've played against this before, but we don't know if it's the Weezing or the Credilli or the Mamoswine Togekiss. The Mamoswine Togekiss is really bad because Garchomp literally cannot hit the Togekiss. No, I don't think there's anything like that for Scarlet and Violet. So we're hoping that it's this variant up here. Otherwise, Gengar's going to have to do a lot of work. That being said, I think the right play here is to just go Gengar. Because they're Choice Scarf Final Gambit or Choice Scarf U-Turn. Togekiss is really good, yeah. I hope they're not clicking U-Turn. I hope they're just Final Gambiting. Final Gambit, so cool, they're stuck into this. Awesome. So we can pin either of these. And I'm going to click Sludge Bomb. They should just be switching. And I don't really care. If they want to swap in the Mamoswine, we swap into Suicune. Because we can always go. They have to switch this thing out. They don't stay in. They're not coded to stay in. If you want to Togekiss, you lose again. Weezing. Alright, cool. Because again, we're assuming it was this one. I'd much rather fight this. So Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split. You won't be able to take out our Gengar here. No matter what. Shadow Ball's a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, what do you do? Fire Blast me? That's fine. You can't break me with your other mons. Pain Split's fine. Absolutely fine. Gengar doesn't care. I still think we have enough damage to break it, though. And we can't let Gengar die, because that's the mon we have to use to fight Staraptor. Awesome. That was actually a high roll. Cool. Cool beans. And you're going to go Credilli with Leech Drain, Sludge Bomb, Stockpile, Leech Seed. Full HP defense. Storm Drain. I wonder how much damage we do. It's 252 HP, 252 defense. Yeah, bold. All right. Sludge Bomb's decent damage. And then they get a Leech Seed. I think I'm fine with that. It's neutral. Poison would be sick. Stockpile. Okay, so that's how they're going to play this. So the thing about this set is, right? And they have leftovers. They have Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Stockpile, Leech Seed. I want them to Leech Seed, and then I get a free switch to Garchomp, and then I sub-block it, and then, like, I start setting up hard. We can also just leave Gengar in here and have them KO us, and we just get a Destiny Bond, and then the last monster Raptor, and we win. That's definitely still an option. Let's just try and get a Poison. Giga Drain. Let's see how much this actually does. 85 to 61. Okay. 19, 24 HP. So we can eat 2 more of these and then Destiny Bond on the last one. And if we get any poisons, we get poisons. Like, it's value. Any crits, we get crits. Like, totally works for me. If we want to Leech Seed, we'll swap. It's a lot of damage on that one. We might just be able to grind them out with this. So we can eat 1 more unless they crit it. That was actually a really, really high roll. Like, holy moly. Now let's go. We might just be able to double tap this with Sludge Bomb. Cool. Don't crit. I mean, if you do crit, we still win. Yeah. Cool. We got it. We do be getting it. Dude, they set up, too. Like, they're not... I mean, they had the shot. They had the shot. They got the stockpile off. And we're like, ratio, don't care. Sludge Bomb D's. No poisons, though. And last monster Raptor. And we'll take those. You can go U-turn or Final Gambit. You're going to U-turn. I don't even know if it'll get the KO. It's fine, though. Nice U-turn, bro. Damn, unlucky. Unlucky, bro. But I think the record's like a couple hundred. It's posted on Smogon. Just takes like a really, really long time. Like a really long time. They have to U-turn, they can't Gambit. It's a lot of damage. It's jolly. It's funny, it's Final Gambit with like no HP investment. It's just so crazy. And then we just win next turn. They have to take a rough skin tick. Cool. Win streak 27! And we'll take those. Which team? Dude, he can't have Moltres? Dude, Moltres? That's so messed up, bro. Wisp Roost? Oh, dude, this is going to be hard. No Moltres, please. Scizor, I'll take Scizor. Metagross? Yeah, you can have Metagross if you want. Metagross, cool. And there's only one team that can have Metagross, it's this one. Yo, this guy literally woke up and said I lose to Garchomp really, really hard. Okay. 252 attack Metagross. I don't really need to keep my berry, but let's just run it. Yeah, attack speed. Set to 50. Earthquake's a high roll, so we're not going to do it. Because we want to be able to kill that Scizor too. So we're just going to go, hopefully we don't get frozen. Actually, this is a KO, because they're going to Ice Punch, and then we just get the KO right there. But then Scizor has Bullet Punch X. I don't want to let that Scizor SD. I think letting Scizor SD is, like, too scary. So as long as they don't freeze me, we're good. Don't freeze me, bro. Not like this. Awesome. You can bullet punch here, won't get the KO. Cool. EQ, EQ, baby! And I'm thinking, like, you can send out, like, a couple other Pokemon. Like, you could send out your Heatran here, and we'll clock the Sash on Heatran, and they'll get the KO with Dragon Pulse. And then we'll repin with Gengar, and then Gengar's a good matchup against Scizor. They did actually send out the Heatran. I'm surprised they didn't send out Scizor. Yeah, this is fine. And we have to send out Gengar instead of Scizor, I think. Gengar's just probably just a better play. Alright. Bye, Garchomp. Yeah, this is much faster. So, Scizor has Bullet Punch, Roost, Swords Dance, things like that. Can get a little bit dicey, but I think we should be able to get this. Shadow Ball finishes off the Heatran, and then, like, heavy HP attack Scizor could be problematic, but if we Curse Body the Bullet Punch, we're golden. And, like, Suicune's full HP defense, so even if you go for, like, a ton of Swords Dances, I think we're still going to be fine. Yeah, Shadow Ball should be just good damage. Bullet Punch, dude, they're going all in. It's a 2-shot. Curse Body on the first time. Yo, that's what we like to see, baby. Curse Bodies. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, a special Sped F drop. And Citrus. Cool, this is basically just over. Basically just over. You go X's if you want. No reason for me to go for, like, we just got the wins, dude. Easiest game of my life. Holy moly. Cool, I'm really glad they didn't have Moltres. Moltres would have sucked. But I think, like, streams like this where we just, like, goof around and play other games and other formats. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. It doesn't always have to be like Scarlet and Violet, VGC ranked 1 action all the time. You know, there's so many other things involved with Pokemon you can do to get better. Raikou off the bat, though. Alright, so they can have 2 different Raikous. Dude, they can have one with Snorlax and Entei, or they can have the triple threat match over here. Rest, Sleep, Talk, Scald, Ice Beam. Dude, this is actually going to be really, really hard. This is going to be super hard to deal with. The right play is to just Earthquake it, right? Let's run some calcs. The Raikou set's probably timid. Yep, so they're going to outspeed us if they want to actually Scald us. Earthquake just gets the KO. I'm just going to go for it. We don't know which variant they have, Suicune or Snorlax. But the Spec Scald will go through. Scald, dude, not like this. 30%. 30% though. Oh, unlucky though. Unlucky. That's fine. It's a 2-shot for us then. And then we take out this, then we have to they're going to have to show the rest of their set. Unlucky. Hey, that's the Battle Tower magic for you right there. Yo, how goes it? Alright, so we get one more turn as well, which is fine. I don't think that's a problem. They're going to be able to send out either the Suicune or the Entei. The Entei's banded, so what's good about this is if they do send out Entei, they're going to be locking themselves into a move right now, and if they lock into, like, Extreme Speed, that's a free Gengar turn, right? We just go right into the Gengar from there. Suicune. Alright, so this is the Suicune variant. Rest, Sleep Talk, Scald, Ice Beam. With pressure. You might as well click the Outrage, because you're going to get ticked out from Burn. Free damage. Now, about this Suicune, it has lefties, but it doesn't have Calm Mind. So, realistically, Suicune works, because we get to go to +6. Suicune works, we get to go to +6. There's nothing stopping us from getting a +6 on our Suicune here. I mean, let me just run calcs with Gengar. Because if Gengar is just a two-shot with, yeah. If Gengar's a 2-shot with Thunderbolt, we'll just do that. But I don't think it is. Thunderbolt's a 3-shot. And if they Scald, it's a 30. It's 40. It's a guaranteed 3-hit KO from Gengar. They're also not at full right now, though. I think that Gengar might be the right play, because what are you going to do? You'd have to go Scald, and then like you'd be resting, and then I'd be able to get more, and you have to Sleep Talk the right move. I think Gengar means Gengar's the right move. Because Gengar also makes the Entei lock into something, like suboptimal. Like Sacred Fire or something is just not good versus our Suicune, especially if like we want to PP stall. Yeah, I think that like we can just get away with Thunderbolt here. Rosepan is the 3 legendary dogs, though. Alright, it's a little bit above average. Scald, no burn. You already burned me once, bro. Don't do it. Don't do me like that. Awesome. The no burn on that one is all we needed, I think. Because now this is going to probably make them, if they're going to rest, they can. Or they might just get high rolled. Awesome! And then now we just Destiny Bond out the Raikou. Or the Entei and we win. The only way that they get out of this is by missing a Sacred Fire or missing a Stone Edge, but they're probably programmed to crunch here. And we peace. Fade away. Let's go. Cool. Awesome. Win streak 29. Feeling fine. TY. Nice. That was almost really dicey. That was almost super dicey. Yo, super 3 legendaries. Man, oh man. So they could have 2 different mamoswines. That Choice Band Entei just gets locked up by Gengar. And then Scizor, like this is probably scary. This is not nearly as scary. Sash Mammal on both these. Icicle Spear. I think just hard switching in Suicune is just good here. Right? I do. What are you gonna do? You're gonna ice attack me, right? They're not gonna click Stealth Rocks, right? They're this exact same Mamoswine. Shard, Rock Tomb, cool. Because, like, yeah, we don't... Icicle Spear would just absolutely pop the Sash Chomp. Ice Shard, turn 1. Easy peasy. Let's see. Is there even a reason to leftovers here? We gain 2 HP by using leftovers here. I don't think that's needed. I don't know how the computer's programmed with, like, switching. EQ's absolutely fine. We're going to start weaving in Protects next turn. If we get a burn here, that'd be sick, by the way. It'd be sick. Oh, that's sick, bro. And now you're weak. And now you're weak. Suicune bulky, 100%. What's Suicune spread? It's full HP defense. It's basically just meant to be a swap in for Ice Mons, right? It's a swap in for physical, swap in for ice. Suicune dummy thick. It's literally a legendary. We got one right back there. I'm looking at this. We don't even need to go for like an Earthquake right here, or a Scald right here. We can just let the thing tick out and just go for like 2 Calm Minds. There's no reason. It just doesn't do enough. Yeah, that's basically an extra tick. That's next 2 turns of leftovers damage. We actually gain about 4 HP on this. We don't know which one it is, Mamoswine or Scizor, but that's for the Scizor is why I want these Calm Minds. Alright, so we go Protect, and then 1 more Calm Mind, and we're ready to go. Cool. Scizor has Thief, man. I gotta watch out. So Mamoswine ticks out this turn. That burn was super clutch. We'll take it. That's a +2 out here. Any crits? Okay. So we're gonna be at about 140 something. And we probably like almost Oko that Scizor. I wouldn't be surprised. I know we Oko the Entei here. Against Entei, we would definitely weave in a Protect. Against Scizor, they can pop Swords Dance, so we don't want to deal with that. Note that the Scizor has Thief, not like X-Scizor, so it's not like that big of a deal. So we actually don't really have to worry about that much the Scizor has like at all. So we could technically go for like, oh, it's Entei. Cool. Okay, I'll take the extra leftover sticks. Protect busted. Best move in the game, even in singles. Stone Edge, going for those big critical hits. I don't know about that one, Chief. I wonder though if PP stalling worked. If we had pressure, we would just PP stall out those Stone Edges and just get them to struggle. If that would be a better play. Stone Edge hits. That's a lot of damage. No crit though. We take those. And you're probably gone. And then the last mon could be either Scizor or Miltank. Milk Drink, Thunder Wave, Defense Curl, Rollout. A lot of people don't know that like Defense Curl increases the damage on your rollout, but I do. Now let's see what happens here. Miltank, okay. Cool, they got a metronome. This thing's full Whitney. They have no real defense moves or stat boosting moves. I'm just going for Scalds though. Like I don't want them to defense curl. There's the defense curl. So they're trying to condition us into protecting the AI. They think they're cute. But we can just make the roll. I think if you make roll up miss with protect, it just completely whiffs the whole combo, right? So we basically win. They had to go for Thunder Wave that turn. Yeah, we're eventually gonna get a burn. They might just be dead. Dude, they might just be gone. And the whole time we got this, like we got the leftovers taken, so we got that value. Any burns? Any burns? Oh, we take those. 30 win streak. 30 win streak. Yo, I was never afraid of Whitney, man. I've always been like 30 levels higher than her whenever I fought. I always had like my second. I always had my final evolution starter. I destroyed Whitney with Typhlosion. I was a grind king. Electivire versus my boy. You can have two Evar teams. Bro, you can't just be using Cresselia, man. They both have Cresselia. Full HP defense Cresselia with the Ice Punch, Quick Attack, Sash combo. So let's actually think. I do think you SD, because it's going to be so valuable versus Cress. Like, you can go SD into the EQ and just soak the damage, but it sucks when you get frozen. It's the worst. Bro, it's like actually an L if we get frozen. You can't have the Ubers. No, you can't. They cannot have box legendary, so you can't use Mewtwo. No freeze, please. I swear one of these times it's going to get me. Awesome, and then we just win. You can quick attack if you want. I'll let you do it. Because that just broke your Sash. Like, that's why Garchomp's such a good lead. All these mons that threaten Garchomp, if there was an Ice Beam user, we would just go right to the Suicune, right? Machamp. Alright, Machamps.com coming out here. And realistically, I'm going to calc this because this Machamp slot is a little bit, like, weird. So we got Garchomp here. I want to see if we need Earthquake. Looks like Earthquake should still get it. Adamant, Flame Orb, yeah, we got it. Earthquake still gets it. Because I don't want to lock into it unless I have to on Crest. Yeah, they should get it. +2. Withdraw! The pivots! The bait! Dude, that's crazy, dude. They're trying to bait and switch us out here, man. Okay. Moonblast. They have Moonblast on this thing. I'm going to go for the Outrage. This should be a 2-shot. Moonblast might KO me, but if they want to go for a Calm Mind, we just win. Yeah, it's right out of Wiki range, too. Calm Mind, that's game. That guy tried to get cute. They tried to get cute. More BDSP, baby. That's right. That is correct. Let's see if I get confused. No confuse? That's a win streak 31 and done. Look, mono hands. We take those. All the way to the bank, though. Finally the confuse. Yeah, we take those. It's a melodic lead with the Life Orb set. Scald, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Dragon Pulse. So we eat the Ice Beam. I think we actually eat all this damage. And this is the only melodic they can have, right? On the lead, right? So let's calc this. Full special attack melodic. Because like I could probably just go into Suicune here and be fine. I'm going to do that. And then we'll pivot back. Because I think taking this damage just is going to bring out the Zapdos. And Zapdos like wants to fight Garchomp with Hurricanes. So like we can just go here. You don't need a... We have Battle Tower in this game. So, like, I wonder if they're going to go Dragon Pulse or Ice Beam. And if they have Ice Beam, we have Scald, right? There's the Ice Beam. Awesome. Shouldn't do that much. And remember, they're orbed, right? So it's like, TY for that orb damage, my guy. I wonder if they're going to swap out a Zap. I'll weave in a Protect. And then they'll probably start going for, like, Dragon Pulses. And I don't imagine those do a ton. But we'll see. I don't think Pokemon games are supposed to be hard. That's the thing. It's made for the children to have fun, right? The challenge is playing real people. This shouldn't even do more than a third unless you crit. Yeah, dude, that's great. So we're going to let most of this work get done just through Life Orb Chip. And then we're going to get big enough to be able to one-shot their Zap and not die to a discharge. So we want to get like +3 at least, maybe even more. I love that you're doing this. Someone has to. Battle Tree was hard. I mean, it was okay. Battle Tree was okay. And so every single time they Dragon Pulse, they're going to do... Oh, they're Hydroing too. They're trying to go for them Reeds. Them Reeds. I don't think I ever did the Battle Factory. I don't think I ever did anything like that. I like this. The Battle Factory, that's one where they give you a different mon to use, right? Again, crits suck, but like you're seeing, they're not even doing more than 2 ticks of leftovers do now. And they take the Life Orb Chip. So we should be able to end this at higher than 80% HP. Showing you guys the importance of flow charting in an open team sheet, right? So happy I PP max these protects now, right? Okay. We're technically strong enough to do anything we want now. We'll go for one more. The new legendaries, I haven't even seen them realistically. No crits, please. Dude, they should give Suicune shell armor. It's funny how that move's still... Hydro Pump's stronger than Dragon Pulse. So good job for them for actually using it. Alright, the third Calm Mind was basically the nail in the coffin, I think. One Scald, and then they'll start ticking out, I think. It'd be really cool to get a burn here, too. Cool. We're doing a good job here. Alright, this Scald's gonna chunk. No crits. That doesn't do anything, bro. How do you get bottle caps? I don't really use bottle caps in this game, but I think they give them from just random stuff. No burn, unlucky. Just weaving the protects. At this point, we restore more damage than they deal unless they crit. Their orb is their downfall. But you just gotta breed the right way. You're not supposed to breed with bottle caps. You don't buy all the calciums and things. You EV train the right way, you breed the right way, you get the right egg groups. Let's think about this. I have enough damage to one-shot any of them. Yeah, let's just get the melodic off the board, it's fine. This is mitigating, this is lowering our percent chance to get crit. Because one crit would like really mess us up. It'd put us at like 40%, which is where I don't want to be right now. We'll just take this guy off the board. We're at +3, we can Oko their Zapdos right now. Yeah, this team's looking like it's sick. Magmortar. Alright, so they're going to go for the Thunderbolt. Good luck. This is where I would ground Terra. Just grass Terra them out. Skull, we outspeed their Magmortar. Bro. Bro, where are you looking, buddy? Magmortar terrible. He got nothing. Dude, do we outspeed their Zap? No, we don't. We don't. We do not. But we outspeed the Magmortar. What's the world record? It's like 500, right? It just takes a long time. Each one of these battles take like 5 or 6 minutes. You got one shot. You got one crit paraturn. No crit. No para. No nothing. Win streak goes up to 32. Oh, man. I can't believe they lived that. We were +3. Wow. All right. Well, they got 2 turns. That's actually like a really, really low roll. Because the last time we were at +1, we did that much. Roost is fine. We should have scalded. It's my fault. This might still get the KO, though. It will not. I should have scalded. That is my fault. Any freezers? I'll scald this time. Yeah, scald's better when they roost. So, and the whole point of like when you get them in roosting like this, like we're the ones getting leftovers takes. That discharge is the right play. Hey, I should have done that last turn. It's my fault. I almost threw. And we still get the win. Sloppy. Can't be sloppy in the battle tower, man. We let ourselves get potentially crit or parrot or all those bad things. Yeah, I think most people moved on from this game into like Arceus and even then Scarlet and Violet from there. So I don't think a lot of people are playing battle tower stuff anymore. But it's been fun. I've had a good time. And they can only have one breloom. Spore, Focus Punch, Drain Punch. So they cannot hit Gengar. We definitely sub-club up here. They're not charging a Focus Punch. They could be clicking a Drain Punch here, but 90% of the time I would assume Swords Dance or Spore. Yep, Spore Blockerino. Now, I'm looking at this. I wonder if we OHKO. Attack Speed, HP 4. Do we just OHKO with Outrage? No way, right? Bro. We might. Nah, there's nothing wrong with our Earthquake here. We could even go Swords Dance into like another play the next turn. I'll Swords Dance. Like you can't do anything. You can Drain Punch me if you want, you know. And we're just gonna mess up the Ludicolo in the back. Swords Dance. Bro, you didn't even click it! Alright, well you're gone. You're done. You're done. Do we just do it again? Like, bro. Outrage is fine. They're going for the Focus Punch, bro! Get that out of here. I kind of wanted to go for a +2, get the, because it's Effect Spore. Let's see if we get hit with that. That'd be bad. You don't even need that. Another... Yeah, you don't need... Like, they're just dead. We got this. You're done. You're done. And this is a full HP Ampharos. And we get confused. Oh, they're gone. That's 33. 2 Garchomp busted out here. I challenge anyone to beat my record so far. I don't know if anyone has in the chat. But like everyone could be doing this the same time I am. Everyone can. It'd be a lot of fun if everyone did. What have you done? Dude, Mega Ampharos would have got mega messed up. What's my personal best? This. I've only just started doing this. This is as far as I've ever gotten. Yo, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope we're having a good weekend. The weekend follows are extra credit special, you know? Kenton. Thank you. More follows. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Crest lead? Bro! How many cresses can you have? Alright, you can only have the one crest, right? Call my Moonlight Psychic Shadow Ball. HP defense. There's a Weavile back there too. That is dicey. Weekend's good here. Hope the day is good with you. It's going flawless. I'm gonna SD in your face. Thank you for the follow. Playing your first Scarlet Violet VGC rank battles. Yo, good luck. Alright, so that's one SDs. And we don't need to just go for damage that we know we can KO. Psychic's fine, but like they don't have... It should be like a 3 or 4 shot. Oh, it's a death drop. That sucks. Alright, so realistically, nothing Garchomp does is like actually value here. So like we're just gonna outrage out. It should be a 2-shot, even through their lefties here. Yeah. And then they get to go for one more Psychic. And then we get the... Oh, they crit us! Alright, as long as this gets the KO, we probably win. Because that could have been a low roll too. Thank God. Alright, cool. So the good thing about that is it forces the Latias to come out. Latias look at the repin, and then Latias would be on the board. Weavile's perfect, right? Because Weavile, it could Ice Shard, but I think they might be coded to... Okay, cool. That's fine, we're dead. Doesn't matter. Weavile, we should be fine using Suicune versus Weavile. And then we just set up really, really hard. Yeah. We can just go for 2 Scalds. Nah, I think we can actually get away with the Calm Mind here. Night Slash is fine. Yeah, dude, that's easy. And then all we gotta do is not get crit by Latias, I think. Because they have Energy Ball and Grass Knot for some reason. It's gonna be a good amount of damage, but we can just weave in the Protects. So we can goaded. I wanna see how many pluses we need, because I would like to one-shot the Weavile and put ourselves in a situation where we do like 80% to Latias. They also have Culver Berry, which is... I think that's the... Is that Ghost or Dark Reduction? What damage mitigation is that? It might be Ghost. If it is Ghost, that makes Gengar just a lot harder to use against Latias. Dark? Cool, thank you. So that means we can Shadow Ball it. No crits! Oof. That's a lot of damage. That's a crit. It's fine. Alright, so let's start doing these calcs, because, like, I can't take much more of that. Scald at +2. It's 3. It's +4. +4 is basically an 81% chance to get the Oko. And do they even have 4 in HP? They do. Alright, so that's the exact set. So we need 4 Calm Minds. I'll see what we can get. We could even go 2 Scalds here, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 2 Scalds into a Burn. A Burn would actually be really nice, so 2 Scalds fine here. I just don't want to get crit. We're opening ourselves to getting way too many like crits by Night Slash, and I just don't want to deal with that. Any burns? Never. Never. I should just use Surf at this point, man. It's never gonna burn once you get this deep into Battle Tower. Okay, and then as long as we don't get crit here, I think we're in a really good spot going into the Latias. She should be like a 2 or 3 shot with Ice Beam. No crits. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna go Protect once against Latias. Get that last little take of lefties. We're just gonna soak the Grass Knot. Ice Beam, Protect. I think we can wall the Latias. It'll be hard. Not gonna lie, it'll be hard. It's never been easy. What if I just go for double Protects, bro? I wanna see if they're gonna Energy Ball or Grass Knot. They should be Grass Knotting. Yeah. They know their weights. They know the metric system. Now, it should do about 25, maybe 30 on a high roll, once they crit. That's about 27. So you see it's right out of range for us to like weave in a protect and still be fine. Cool. We are going to get this one. Unless they crit. And even if they crit, then we just send out Gengar and go Shadow Ball at this point. If they want to weave in a recover, I'll let them. I'll punish that. Yeah, this is fine. We don't need to weave in protects anymore. We're out of range. Yep. Even a high roll there wouldn't have got it. Cool beans. Win streak goes up to 34. That was a hard one. They had Latias Cresselia, man. That is the grind kings. Latias busted. And the Weavile, dude. That whole team hated Garchomp so much. And we were just like, no, no thank you. And they like Spadef drop crit our Garchomp, man. Alright, number 7, here we go. Keep battling. Survey says, Candace. Oh man, the Ice Trainer. Not like this, not against my boy Garchomp. Is this the one with the Choice Scarf Medicham? Okay, no. Alright, here we go. They could have Lapras with Sheer Cold, Heatran with a Choice Scarf, we already know how to deal with that, or a Bomb of Snow with an Ice Rock. Yes, in 3.5. Heatran. Okay. Realistically, the Freeze Dry on the Glaceon is going to be hard to deal with. And they have the Ice Shard for Garchomp. Let's think about this. The right play is to go Heatran, right? Or into Suicune here to block this. I mean, we could just take it off the board and then go Suicune versus Mamoswine, and it's probably even easier, if I'm honest. Because, like, if I go Suicune, and even if I kill the Heatran, I have to get off all my moves and not get crit. And then I have to start, like, trading with that Glaceon, and it's not a good trade. I'd rather just go like this. I'd rather just soak this damage. Actually, let's see what the soaking looks like. Sash Mamo as well. Alright. I think I already had Garchomp somewhere. Okay. Versus Heatran. $78 is a lot. I think it's okay. I'm gonna EQ it, yeah. Oh! Wait, what? They're brave. Oh yeah, I forgot. Their Brave Scarf, because you had to be Brave Scarf on the Heatran like way back in the day. Or you had to be quiet, right? They're brave. So we outspeed. Alright, Glaceon's fine here. We just click Outrage, right? Or can we EQ? I think that's like a throwback, though, to how Heatrans used to have to be from the event. Because there was an event Heatran, like, way back in the day that used to have to be like that. Alright, HP. Alright, Earthquake. Plug this in as Outrage. And they also have the Never Melt Ice, so it's a lot of damage. I'm going to Outrage. It's a 2-shot, and then we just beat Mamoswine with Suicune. I want to see if the Ice Shard. Cool. No, Ice Shard. Time before Mints, way back in the day. Oh, that's such a high roll. That's a crit. Freeze Dry. We have this. And then they're going to go for the Ice Shard, but I don't know if, like, Never Melt Ice, Freeze Dry. Yeah, we're still dead. Is that a crit back? Okay, that's fine. And does your Mamoswine have... It does have access to... Alright, I got an idea. I like this play a lot. I want you to actually Ice Shard me. Like, bro. How about you do one of them Ice Shards? Fade away? Damn it, dude! I wanted my Sash to get broke. Damn. All right, so let's actually think about this. We don't want to get crit by Mamo, because so like I could just go. No, let's think about this. I'm just gonna go for the damage. We have 2 shots to like Curse Body as well, which is kind of nice. We'll just get damage off here. This puts it within range for Scald. There's the EQ. Any Curse Bodies? Don't really need it, but like it's fine. And then they're gonna Ice Shard me, and that's okay. I don't think even like a crit Earthquake takes out the Suicune. Ice Shard's fine. You don't want to switch in though. I don't want to do it. It's not worth it. Yep. Last Mon. Show me what you got. Earthquake disabled. Yep. No chance. Ice Shard. Yo, and we take those 35 wins. We are climbing. We are indeed climbing up. We've been doing this for what? Like, I did it for about an hour and a half today. I did it for like 2 hours last week. This is gonna take me like 30 something hours. Oh man, this is gonna take a while.